Hey, and welcome back once again to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. This week we're doing a review of the 2016 Mitsubishi Lancer, a compact sports sedan which comes in 4 trim levels and 2 engine options and features a newly enhanced exterior and a revamped interior. Today we'll talk about the engine and performance, backseat legroom and headroom, cargo volume, and much more. So let's get started. There are 2 engine options available on the Lancer for 2016, a 2-liter 4-cylinder or a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder, and depending on which trim level you go with, a CVT or a 5-speed manual transmission. Our tester here has the CVT. Now that 2-liter will get you 148 horses, 145 pound-feet of torque, not a lot to write home about, or the 2.4-liter, which gets you 168 horses and 167 pound-feet of torque. More power, but still not that impressive in my opinion based on my experience this week. As far as fuel economy numbers, let's go inside and show you what I've achieved. All right, let's turn it on. Now I'm going to show you more of the center stack and entire cabin, but as far as the average fuel economy numbers, all my button information is over here on the left-hand side, and I can cycle through it. So you can see I've driven almost 120 miles this week. I have 180 miles left in the tank, and I've been averaging 23.2 miles per gallon. This is rated at 23 city, 31 highway. Mitsubishi is looking for that mixed driving number of 26. So my experience this week has been well below, and I have been driving in 4-wheel drive the entire time. There is a 2-wheel drive option, but I've been sticking to 4-wheel drive just because of the icy conditions and some of the snow. Normally I do this during my just arrived videos, but here in the key fob you have 3 options: lock, unlock, and of course a trunk release and a panic button down below, so I guess I except 4. So with the Mitsubishi, the vehicle's locked. I'll lock it right now. Makes a beep. So to unlock it, as long as the key fob is on you, you can press this little black button right here. It opens up. Now when you want to leave and lock it and the key fob's on you, press the button again, it locks it and you can walk away. Here's a look at your real-world backseat legroom and headroom from a guy who is 5'11". This was my driving position up front as the driver, so here's how much room realistically I have between my knees and the back of the seat. So maybe 3 fingers deep if you go in that direction, so not a lot, but again, compact sports sedan, keep that in mind. There is a container right here for an iPad, a tablet, cell phone, magazines. Thanks for the suggestions on adding those tablets and iPad options. There is a fold-down armrest with a pair of cup holders right there, so that's comfortable as you sit in the back seat. As far as headroom, there's no noticeable indent in the roof line. It kind of just slopes backwards, but I feel okay. I don't feel like I'm claustrophobic in any way sitting in the back seat. I wish there was a moonroof or sunroof right here, but that's what you get with this trim level. Again, there are 4 different trim levels. As far as the bench seat, you know, this is a 5-passenger sedan. You can slide in the middle. Does raise up a little bit. You do have a hump here in the center, so the person who sits in the middle may not have a lot of leg room, but that's what kind of the give and take of that. There are 4 O-blank handles all the way around inside the car, and this back seat is a 60-40 split. We'll show you the cargo room, but to bring these seats down, you do it from this side of the car, not in the back. There's little buttons here by the headrest. You press them, and that's how these seats fold down. But let's go ahead and take a look at the cargo room now. So there are 3 ways to open the trunk lid of the Lancer for 2016. There's a button here on the key fob, naturally. There's also a pull tab just left of the driver along the floorboard. The third and final place is not below the Mitsubishi icon like other vehicles have it. In fact, that's where the backup camera is. It's actually over here above the Lancer word, a little push button, a little black button. I press it now, it opens up, and then you can lift it up. Now, not a lot of room back here, 12.3 cubic feet of volume. Now it gets even less at 11.8 if you have the subwoofers as part of another package on the Lancer. So 12.3 cubic feet of volume. Now again, you can fold those seats down. You do it from the inside, and then you can create some more space. I just have some equipment back here right now, just to kind of give you a visual of how much room this has. And then below the floorboard, you have, let me pull it up right now, a spare tire and jack kit. So there you go. So here's a closer look at the center stack and instrument cluster, as well as what's on the steering wheel. Now this is a 6.1-inch color touchscreen display. So I've got the radio option here, all the different presets, media, so if you want to attach something to the car, plug it in and play with it through the car, you can do that there. There's the Bluetooth option, so you can pair your phone to that. I'm going to cancel it here. Obviously a clock. You can adjust your clock back to the home screen. This one doesn't have navigation on it, unfortunately. Let's see, let's go back to phone, media, and radio. So that's really the basic setup of this. Wish it was a little more colorful, a little more options, but 6.1 inches seems to be okay, but it just seems like they could do a little more updating with the color presentation. 3 dials down here for climate controls. There are heated seats for driver and passenger just below where your armrest is. And again, 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive as well as lock are down here by the parking brake. As far as our instrument cluster, 2 big dials on the outside, a smaller screen on the inside with some pretty good details for it. Over here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you've got your controls that go different channels on the radio, volume controls, mode, which switches between radio, Bluetooth, auxiliary, and all the different options on the outside of the display. Right-hand side, cruise control. Down here in the left part of the steering wheel, these are the Bluetooth. Once your phone is connected, you can answer a phone call, hang up, and also use a voice command option there. All right, let's take her for a spin. I'll give you some of my ride and handling impressions, kind of recapping what I've experienced over the week. Now, one of the things that stands out is the lack of power behind the wheel. I mentioned before a couple of different engine options, but 168 horses isn't a lot. I'm not sure how much you expect, but I guess it all depends on how you drive the car. And right now, a little speed here, a little pickup. I don't know, the CVT just not very impressive. Doesn't stand out in this car. This car also has a lot of road noise that seeps into it. It always sounds like, and I've experienced this in other smaller Mitsubishis, is that I feel like there's a window or door open in the back, and it feels like or sound like it's coming from the trunk area, and I can't figure out what the noise is, but I think there needs to be a little more insulation or more substance to the car and the exterior. It just doesn't feel like it has enough weight to it, and that's just one of the things I've experienced throughout driving this car. Otherwise, I don't know, it's really hard to be competitive, I think, for Mitsubishi in this compact sports sedan segment. Nothing really flashy about the car, nothing stands out too much. I think that I like what they've done with the front end styling, giving a little more, I don't know, up-to-date look with the headlights, the fog lights, but I don't know, just not super impressive. Driving around town, I don't know, it's really is an A to B car. I know they have the 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive option on it. I've driven in 4-wheel drive just so I can feel a little more safe and secure in some of these more challenging conditions, whether we've had snow out here or some icy stuff like that. But I don't know. I wish I could give it some more glowing recommendations. Not a lot of, I'm not going to knock it because it's a 2016 and they've really worked on the CVT transmission. That's redundant, but they've worked on that to give it better fuel economy. But in my experience this week, my fuel economy numbers aren't where Mitsubishi would like them to be. So I think it's going to take some more testing, a longer drive experience, and I think that's where you come into play. You drive it around, give it a test drive, see what it feels like for you behind the wheel. The seats are pretty standard, nothing stands out about them. I don't know. It just needs a little more of a luxury touch to it. Again, my opinion, it's up to you to drive it yourself. So the base MSRP range here in the 2016 Mitsubishi Lancer, which again comes in 4 trim levels, is between $17,600 and $23,500. I think the Lancer has an uphill battle in this very competitive compact sports sedan category, but it certainly is worth a look and absolutely a test drive. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. We'll have much more information on everymandriver.com, which, by the way, does offer articles in Spanish. And with that, adios.